Welcome back to the RDG Show, starring your hosts, Rick, aka Ricky Bobby, and Dynamite David, with Sir Grinch, and guest starring Jordy Donis. Jordy is the founder and owner of the exclusive detailing service LA Auto Pros. For more information on LA Auto Pros services, please visit www.lautopros.org. The RDG Show is pre-recorded and is available on all audio platforms. Check out the links in the description. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to click on the notification button so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, enjoy the show.
I love it. I love that we're back.
Now that you're back from your sabbatical.
Sabbatical. I don't know how to spell sabbatical. So
we'll say it.
So we'll start with that because I guess it is our word of the day, right?
Sabbatical?
It is a tradition to keep the word of the day. Yeah, it was great. Do you want to know how it went?
You look good. Look at him. Now finally got a different collared shirt. All you really need...
I bought that one. I bought this one over there.
Did you?
I did buy it over there. It was a woman, she
when a
made
lady
it herself.
from the night?
She made it herself. Yeah, from the ingredients she found in her own backyard. No, I bought this at H&M.
I was waiting for that. I was fucking waiting.
I was like, what ingredients does she have in the back?
No, yeah, there's this YouTube channel, this Chinese princess. I think she's a princess. I'm not sure what she does.
The one that spins the gold? Is that the one you're talking about?
The one that spins the gold?
Have you guys not heard that? That's like the wheel that spins gold.
No,
what's it called? No, it's not called the wheel.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like a spindle or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called. Anyway, she's got like every ingredient in her backyard. She makes bamboo. She makes fucking clothing, sandals, shoes. But it's a conspiracy that she's like a princess or something because she has all these fucking like resources and shit. Like she says she lives with her grandma, right? So she cooks for her grandma. If she feels like fucking building a house, she'll build a house. It's fucking ridiculous. Now, it's obvious to me that it's all production. Like it's a big production because the shots are set up in a way that make it look like she's in the middle of doing something, right? So like she might have just cut down a fucking tree, but the shot only shows her like on the last couple strikes. You know what I mean? So they make it look real pretty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've shown you guys this one time. You guys have walked in on me watching it. She's like,
we walked in on you.
It was a fucking.
Sounds like it was your dirty little secret.
Like you're trying to keep this a secret.
Walked in on you.
Yeah, when I came across it, I thought it was like, oh shit, this channel is like really relaxing because there's no dialogue or anything like that. It's just pure like imagery and like her being pretty while she does things with her hands or build shit with her hands. That she was. It's interesting. I would love to meet her.
Well, we missed your tangents.
Yeah. Welcome back to me.
Yeah.
No.
Merry Christmas. This should come out Christmas Day.
This is a Christmas
Merry
special.
Christmas,
if you're not, if you haven't been keeping up with our schedule, right? We make sure that we would line this up with Christmas, the day of our Lord and Savior, right?
Or for some, just a day that you get presents.
A regularized day. Yeah, no. For most people, it's just probably the day they're gonna get kicked out of their house and shit. You know.
Why would they get kicked out of their house?
Cause, bro, like evictions are up, right? Like it's the end of the month, right? They're coming for you guys
on Christmas Day.
I am. How much you want to bet that motherfuckers are gonna get evicted on their house? Yeah, they're gonna get evicted from their houses because that's what's happened. You know.
This episode was supposed to be a little cheerful.
Cheerful. Bring some hope, bring some cheer to everyone.
Yeah, right. Because there's been so much BS during 2020.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on.
I mean, I actually got a joke for you, David.
Oh shit! I got a joke for you. I got a joke for you too. It's a dark one.
It's a dark one?
Yeah, I don't know if
Mine is not. It's more
like dark
Christmassy.
humor.
It's more Christmassy?
It's more Christmassy. So, why do Mexicans like eating tamales during Christmas?
I don't know. I'm Mexican and I don't know.
Because it's the only thing they unwrap.
Ay. That's funny. That's funny. All right, here. Let me give you a dark one. All right, I saw this on the internet, so don't.
I can't take credit for that.
Yeah, I saw this one on the internet. I can't take credit for this one either. Right. So the joke goes like, so she tells me that she wouldn't fuck me if we were the last two people on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought to myself, if we were the last two people on Earth, who's gonna stop me? Now,
it's a very dark joke.
Now, I thought this is the Christmas episode, so
maybe you should have started off with that.
I should have started off with that one. Yeah. No, but it is. it doesn't feel very joyful because California usually has like everything going on. The Grove is usually like
No, have you been to the
well,
mall?
they have this stuff up.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say.
They just don't have like Santa.
Yeah.
So like
Right,
the
you
whole
can't come sit in his
experience of
lap?
going and sitting. Not that I would want to.
I wonder how that works now.
At least the option that Santa is there in case.
Present in attendance.
How do they take a photo with him? Like, what do they do?
I don't know. I haven't taken a photo with Santa ever.
Hey, man,
but I can imagine like maybe a glass.
Oh shit!
Like wall or plastic or something, and you know how they had those videos where like old people were giving hugs through the plastic like
so
dividers.
Commercials. Yeah.
So maybe they saran wrapped
formed.
his legs and they can sit on.
Mm-hmm, I was thinking they do the window, but you see how I'm sitting down? What if there's just a window all right here, but my lap is sticking out, so they can still sit on
or make
Santa's
it
lap.
a glass over the
glass. The glass reaches up to here.
And they do the whole like the bank has like little holes.
Oh right,
in the glass so that they can still talk.
Yeah, right. So they can hear him clearly. That's actually pretty genius because you want to take your photo with Santa, regardless of what year it is. Right?
Yeah. So if
whatever's going on, I've never heard of it. Santa
if any
canceled.
mall is listening to this, we're giving you
Santa.
guys
No.
There's no reason to cancel Santa.
You don't need to.
Do you think that? Let's just go into like the imaginary
white,
like realm, right?
Imaginary
Do you
realm.
really think that if he exists,
which
Santa exists?
He
right?
does.
Okay, so Santa exists, right? He won't come around because of the pandemic. Like he's like, he starts to see the kids that may have it, right? And it's like
he's got 3 lists now.
Now it's the naughty, nice.
COVID.
Those numbers fake, bro. He's drafted. Where the fuck is he getting these numbers from? Okay, well,
CNN.
He's the one providing us with the numbers.
He's
actually.
the one, yeah. You think it's like kind of an off year for the elves? They don't have to make as many presents now.
Are they susceptible to the COVID-19?
That's a very good question.
Is Antarctica going through a hot streak or whatever they call it, a wave? Right, a wave of COVID. The North Pole. Sorry, I said Antarctica.
The North Pole. Yeah, I was like
the North Pole. And if elves do elves now have to like? I wonder if they have to stay home. Are they getting any kind of fucking healthcare insurance or anything like that? Like, is Santa giving them?
I don't know because I don't even know what
They're
their schedule really
shit.
looks like. You know how like
They're
I'm
24/7.
imagining. I think they have to have a couple months off.
You know what? I think they've gotten to the point now where they have 3D printers. So they just print out
You
whatever
think it's
toy.
3D printer? You
How
think
else
they're
does
not
he do it?
making
How
it
else
with
does
hand?
Santa, how else does
It's
Santa...
all manual labor there, man. Come on.
No, I think elves now are they're engineers, right? They're coding on their computer and they're creating whatever toy they need, right? Because before they would have to go to the retailer, buy wholesale. That shit is a thing of the past.
Amazon
is their next biggest competitor, right? Jeff Bezos is Santa Claus.
Low-key, he is competing with
That's
Santa.
a good one.
Who else can get your package everywhere in the world in the same day?
Next day shipping.
Next day
Next
or
day
same day.
Or
Santa
same
Claus
day.
has it down to a night. His shit.
And they'll personally deliver it to your door.
Holy shit! Did we just?
That should be his slogan. Like Amazon's like Santa who? That's in the past.
Yeah. Come take
Amazon's
a ride.
today.
Yeah, come take a ride with Amazon with Jeff. Santa Jeff. with Jeff. Bro, that's crazy to think that Amazon is competing with Santa. Like, I wonder what Santa's fucking, what his books look like. Like when he has to take time to like be like, okay, so who's paying for all this, right? Who's paying for all of these toys? Like Santa, what is the economy like at the North Pole? Like, are all the elves? Do they all live like in Chinese like factories? You know how they make where they make the iPhones? They've got camps.
First of all, that's not proven. None of that.
I do
That
work
is just
for China?
speculation.
Where the facts are.
No, I'm just saying.
All right,
I don't know where you're getting all this information from.
I heard it from someone, so I'm sure it's credible.
Definitely credible.
Yeah.
From someone.
From someone, yeah. This person. I think they're dead now. I'm not
Whoa.
sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, but nah, they didn't. It wasn't because of that. It was because something else happened. But, anyways, yeah. So, Christmas for me has always been a special time, right? Spending with family, friends. I think one time before I was old enough to drink, somebody was like, "Hey, I'll give you X amount of money if you stay up all night and drink these 6 Coca-Colas. Like, when I got to the second Coca-Cola, I knocked out. Like, I could not do it, right? It was like a fucking Christmas. It was like to stay up on, like, didn't you ever just stay up?
What were you, like... were you the polar bear in the Coca-Cola commercials?
No.
Why was it just a 6-pack of Coke?
Because I couldn't. Well, because it was like.
Were you saying because of the caffeine?
Yeah.
To like keep you up?
No, well, yeah, it was to stay up, but this was like a while ago. This was like when I was 8 or 10, so Coca-Cola was not that good for me at the time. Right? It was a lot of sugar, so I couldn't drink more than 2 at a time because by then I felt like groggy or whatever. Right? Like,
I just haven't heard of many 8-year-olds who are pounding Coca-Cola
on Christmas.
on Christmas Day.
I'm not surprised.
To stay up
on my sabbatical, there was.
What were you staying up for? Was it for the presents and stuff like that?
For Santa, okay. For the presents.
Are you guys big like present givers? Like you guys like
gift giving?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, I like giving gifts, but I'm not a very good gift giver.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, but I like the idea of giving somebody something.
Yeah. That's so. Are you guys in like the? What would you guys prefer giving? Like, gift cards in cash, or an actual gift?
Gift cards in cash.
An actual gift.
Why?
It has more meaning, in my opinion, if you know the person.
Oh, okay. But what about like a gift card? Why not?
Good, I'm saying, especially for like someone like you that's like already thinks I'm not very good at giving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's also the situation. It also depends on the person because a lot of people usually have everything they want sometimes.
A lot of people?
Yeah. Or some people usually have a lot of what they want, and it's really about knowing the person and just getting them maybe a gift card so they can really buy whatever they want with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you know someone well enough, you can get small little trinkets that have a more emotional value to them than like a big expensive gift.
Mm-hmm. That for me, I probably would prefer giving physical gifts in some manner. Maybe something I make, or thinking about like.
I'm actually interested in that. Like, what would you make?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm like, what would you make as a
gift?
gift?
I make? Oh, that's a good point. I would probably make something like I don't know if I could make pottery. That'd be nice. Like I'd probably make like a cup or something.
If you could make
pottery. If I could make pottery. If I could make a cup, you could put things in the cup or something. You know, you could use it for pencils or something, like a pencil holder. Or if I could paint, I'd probably paint like a tapestry or something. You know, something that comes from me to them, right? But it's not something stupid. Like, like I made you a fucking... Like I made you a fucking pencil or something. I don't know. What's something stupid you could make for somebody, right? Like
I don't know if somebody uses pencils.
That's true. I mean,
that is a thoughtful gift.
That would be a thoughtful gift, right? You use a pencil.
I don't even know how you would make a pencil.
I think you could like request for like a special message to be written on the pencil, right? Or have it reveal something as they sharpen it.
Yeah, custom made lead.
I can just see "fuck you."
Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be funny.
Or a nice custom pen or a pencil just to have as a model or something.
I've gotten one of those like with my name on it.
Oh, do you still have it?
I just don't use it.
No, I have it.
Yeah.
I display it. I just don't use it.
Yeah. That's something more like of a display. I would display that more than just use it.
I'd probably use it because it's replaceable ink, right? You can. It's like they're.
Well, it's not only that, but I don't like to carry around pens because then that whole like myth, or which is not a myth, it actually happens. Like people steal your pens.
Yeah,
that should be happening.
Yeah, like lighters. People.
Yes, if people just steal shit, and it's like
they're like, oh, it's just a pen.
But it's like if it's my only pen, and especially if it's a pen that I was given, I don't want that to happen.
That's true. Yeah. I would sign like important things with a special pen, right? Like my divorce.
Tell me why that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, he's gonna sign his divorce.
Yeah, my divorce, child custody, and what else is bleak?
Yours would be more like a waiver of parental rights. Because you're just not fit to
Yeah,
have a
that-
kid
yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just signed my parental
Your
rights. away
parental
with it,
rights
yeah.
away.
Yeah, no, and the annulment, the prenup, everything. All the
Everything.
important stuff.
Oh, that's right, because you would have a prenup, huh?
I think a prenup is important. I don't know. What do you think?
Imagine giving that to somebody as a gift.
A prenup?
A prenup.
Yeah, be like propose to them, like maybe that same day or that same week,
Yeah.
and then later
Then
that.
you propose to
like-
them on her birthday, and that's the gift.
and that's maybe that's the gift. Like
Yeah.
I'm proposing to you, and I want you, to be my wife, but
No,
like
and-
keep opening the
And.
gift, yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's it's. I think that's a but.
It's a
It's
butt.
not. I don't think it's.
I mean,
an
but you
and.
gotta sell it as
Also,
the
she-
best
she
thing in
doesn't
the
sign
world.
it.
You gotta sell it to the person
I
you
don't
just gotta
think
gaze
anybody like anybody in their right mind is like being sold on like I'm not gonna give you shit in the event that we split
Well,
up.
that's-
I don't think that's like anybody's like that sounds good.
That's a nice plate to serve someone on
So
their
if she
birthday.
doesn't agree to marry you, you're gonna rescind your offer to marry her?
Yeah.
Ask her to marry her? If
What do you mean?
Because you said but. So if she's like no.
It's because it's a clause.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, but there's this, right? And if you don't, then give the ring back.
give the ring back, yes.
You know,
It
that's the
kinda
only
just
thing you
splits
can
there,
do.
yeah.
That is with the prenup.
Because it's not like I think that's almost a deal breaker. You can't just be like, here's the prenup.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not willing to sign it. Okay, whatever. I'm still gonna marry you. Like, if you brought it up because it's important to you.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that is true, right? It would be important to you because you're thinking about your future. You're like our future. If
That would
something
be
happens
that
down
would
the
be a
line,
deal
I
breaker.
want to make sure you have your shit. I have my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your case, it would not be good to have
I
a
think it's
prenup.
cheesy to propose to your girl on a holiday.
Oh, absolutely.
I
It
think
is
it's
a
cheesy.
wrong move.
You think it's
I
wrong
wouldn't.
move?
Wrong move to do it like let's say Christmas or like
Yeah.
let's say the 24th, right? So that
Mhm.
like right at
The
midnight.
first, yeah. Or
That's you're ruining because I'm not saying ruining as in like because it's not
What do
gonna
you
work out.
What do you think? Uh-huh.
But if it doesn't work out, that day forever you will remember.
The day of the New Year's.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, why are you not excited about Christmas?" Yeah, because that bitch cheated on me,
bitch, that
and I had to divorce
that
her.
bitch.
Or she left me at the altar or something. Like anything bad that happens, now you will remember it every single. So
That's
it's better
true.
to do it on like a
random ass day.
Tuesday in March.
On the leap year.
Tuesday
day.
in March.
On
In the leap year,
28th,
yeah.
Hey, March is a
29th.
nice
29th
nice
of
month.
February.
29th of February. Propose to your girl on the 29th of February.
Because it's still special, technically.
That's probably the most special day ever because it
Yeah.
only comes around once every 4 years.
And that's the thing. If it doesn't work out, you
Within-
only remember it every
Every
4
4
years.
yeah. Can you imagine proposing on Valentine's Day? Like, what kind of a fucking simp are you proposing on Valentine's Day?
You know that
That's
word
kinda like
is
the same
actually
thing.
now like
Uh-huh.
there's huge like I think Twitch has banned that
Really?
from
Simp?
being said. Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what a simp is, Jordy? What do you think? what is
Explain to me what a simp is,
it?
David.
No, do you know what it is?
Somewhat, yeah.
Someone, a simp is like a guy who likes a girl.
Mhm.
Literally stands for simple.
Simple.
Because kids just can't like we have now
And that's
made-
exactly why I said explain it to me
It's
because
just
I
a
had
guy
to.
who likes a girl.
it's like a guy that's like overly kind of committed, like a
Or
decent person.
Okay,
a
so he's
decent
actually
guy.
into the girl and wants to
Yes,
get
So
to know
let's
her.
what
say,
it
let's
is.
say like, okay, let's say you were like, we were out and about and there was a girl with us
Mhm.
and you tell this girl, you're like, hey, you want to come hang out with us?
Mhm.
And then I see you buy her a drink, I'm going to be like, you're a simp because you're trying to get at her and it's obvious to everybody.
Which, like traditionally, that has always been
a friendly thing.
Yeah,
You can do,
Yeah.
You can, but exactly.
that has been the
What the
move.
fuck?
But the joke is that you're simping for this girl. You're like trying to get at her in a
very obvious way by
Not-
buying her a drink.
Not like you're just being like witty about it or nonchalantly, right? Because like when you simp for somebody, it's like
Well,
no, I think it's
I feel
it's
like
more
you
like
have-
no,
Say you
you're
like-
you're actually trying.
right.
yeah, that's
or-
actually just having the confidence to buy your
okay,
girl a
because-
drink.
Yeah, the difference between actually flirting and like striking up a conversation with a girl versus liking a girl a lot and trying to get her attention.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like simping, right?
Mm.
You're like you keep trying to get her attention, but she's not giving you the time
Oh,
of day.
okay.
You're simping.
You're simping and you keep trying.
Yeah,
you keep
you-
simping.
But that has always been kind of like the thing was like guys chase girls.
Yeah, it's a game, isn't it?
It's cat and mouse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, females.
Cat chases the mouse.
Unfortunately, we're the kitty in this
Yeah.
in this scenario.
Yeah.
But
Small kitties, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Kittens. We're kittens. We're
kittens?
newborns.
Kittens.
Yeah.
So just because there's 3 actually words that they have,
This
newly
is
banned
Twitch.
in their policy. Yeah, this is Twitch. So simp, incel, and virgin.
Incel. What does incel mean?
Involuntarily sexually active. So pretty much you're just not getting laid.
Hey!
I'm telling you, they just shorten the most, because that sounds way more aggressive than incel. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
I
offended
guess
by
I've
that.
been in selling for like the past couple of years.
Or involuntarily celibate. There we go.
Involuntary celibate.
No, fuck no.
You've been involuntary celibate.
A little bit.
He looks directly at the camera.
No,
little
but
So remember, women, you can follow him at the
That
real
real
David.
That real name.
that's. I don't know. You think they're overstepping?
I think so, because
Yeah,
it's like,
why?
I think we should be able to say whatever, we preach.
Wait,
I think I talked about it last
overreaching
time.
about the sim thing?
About what people can say.
Yeah, they're completely going overboard over it. So
Right.
what
Because,
if I want to buy a girl?
I think we talked about the other day how I feel like freedom is
Freedom of speech.
no, freedom in general
Huh?
is an illusion. It's not real.
Interesting.
However, we're gonna maybe cover that some other
I
day.
like that.
But we do always talk about how proud we are of freedom of speech, and then now people are getting banned for. I don't agree with these
that's actually
terms.
one of
I
the
really
biggest
don't.
things, yeah.
But
No, well, that's the biggest thing that's going on right now. Is the fact that the left fought to be the left and being able to open freedom of speech and being able to talk and everyone can have their own opinion, but it's the same thing. The far left is going against it now. In terms of like they're trying to shut people down or completely cancel people simply because they don't agree with what their opinion basically. And from what I understand,
and in this case, I'm looking at you two. You're the far left, David. So
I used to sit at their table, but now like I went.
I used to sit
I go
at their
sit, I go
table.
sit somewhere
you used to
else.
do the Christmas dinners.
You sit alone.
We used to, no, I don't sit alone. I invite people to come sit with me. Is what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So you said alone.
You bring your own energy. You bring your own energy. Okay.
yeah, no, but I think so right. They're updating their terms of service so that they can better monitor bullying behavior, malicious behavior, and like they're trying to find ways to make it a much safer place for everybody to use it.
So you don't exclude people. I understand that part.
Yeah.
It's just like you kind of, not saying that it's a good thing or anything, but you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. Sometimes when you like make yourself public and stuff like that, you're gonna be open to ridicule.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
they're gonna
that's-
criticize. They're gonna find something to criticize you or judge you about that they don't agree with in terms of the way you think or whatever it is.
Do you think that
Or you
like,
express
if you were super popular, if someone kept
Because right now you're not. Just
Well, I think I mean, yeah.
but like
Exactly.
popular to the point, like we
Obviously, if I had a following, like people would
That's it.
obviously judge me in a certain way if I presented myself a certain way, and
Right.
there would be people that don't like me because I present myself in a
Correct.
certain. No one's perfect, and you're gonna have someone that's always gonna disagree with you. As much logic as you bring to the table, some people just don't understand that.
Some
Like they
people
just
yes.
don't, or they don't understand, or they just choose not to listen and are just so. They just would not put themselves in other people's shoes, and I think that's the biggest problem.
Well, I think that's what Twitch is trying to do: is put themselves in the shoes of the people who are getting called
Yeah, it's a good point.
incel and virgin, and
I don't think they're doing it in that empathetic way. I don't think they're being.
you don't think they care about them?
I don't. I think it's
But
just
why those three
we're
words?
losing those people. So it's all about your audience. If you're
Yeah.
losing money by people leaving because other people are bullying, then
Yeah.
that's kind of, I think in their mind is just like, we don't want to lose users.
Yeah, because then you lose a platform.
You end up like fucking Mixer.
Correct.
Yeah, I was actually that's the one I was thinking about. Mixer come.
Yeah, no, and you said why those three words?
Yeah, that's well. Why those
Words?
specific 3 words? I can think of a lot
I don't
of
know.
other
Simp
words.
has become like very popular. Very like
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. I don't stay up to date, so I'm pretty sure I caught it. I guess to me it was just brand new, like a couple months ago.
I've heard
maybe.
of simp.
I remember it from its early days. It used to just mean like simping for somebody meant like, oh, you were just really into them, right? Like, oh, like you're kind of overly attached to them. And then it turned into an insult, right? Like a meme. It turned into an insult. So like people call you a simp if you're like talking to a chick and everybody sees you talking to a chick. People are just gonna call you simp.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think it's hilarious, right? I think it's fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
I think I don't. What are we? It's like, what are we in high school? Like calling somebody a fucking virgin?
How's it? That's more
You know
like
what I mean? Like,
middle school or.
If I like, when's the last time you were called a virgin? Like when did? Like how often were you fucking offended?
It's like when we got
I don't know,
cooties in
because-
elementary.
Exactly right.
I don't think somebody said that as an insult to me.
Right. Yeah. Like, have you ever been called a virgin?
simp? Oh, a virgin?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I just think like
I don't even know how that.
I don't
would
know
be
if this generation has just ran out of creativity,
I don't
and
know.
that's
They're
where
just
you're
picking
going
words.
to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, talk about
Yeah.
something else that's more unique to like. I was called short. Why? Because I'm short.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
making
like-
fun of
Makes
you
sense,
for
but
like your looks.
They also were
and shit.
creative with what they called me, not just like
Put some value on your jokes, man.
Yeah.
You guys-
these
I-
people. Man.
I wouldn't call somebody a virgin. I'll call somebody a simp any day of the week.
yeah, but that's not. I wouldn't see that as
Incel
an
sounds like
insult.
too much to say at once. You're an incel. Like if I type it,
That sounds like an alien.
it does. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound right to say.
Or a
incel.
sickness.
Sounds something like like you have
You got
like a
incel,
tumor
bro.
or
You
something.
got incel.
You've
Yeah,
got some
you got
kind of, you've
incel,
got some
bro.
kind
Get
of
the fuck
cancer,
away
bro.
from
That's
me.
kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
A doctor sitting you down and is like, I got some bad news.
You got incel.
You got
Yeah,
incel.
Yeah.
Or check with your doctor before using incel.
Yeah, before using insult.
Incelatrix. You know.
It's just.
It just make sure. You
But it's because and that's what I think. What I get more mad at is the creativity. Like, make it a bit better than what it already is. Because I think it sounds harsher if you say involuntary
Manslaughter.
celibate.
Yeah.
Like that's
Celibate.
not manslaughter. You're not going. But even like what is that? We talked about it the other day. Ion, is it ION? Which is like I don't know.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Oh,
when
it's,
you
they're
put
like
so-
it's a text abbreviation.
yeah, it's a text abbreviation.
Ion.
ION.
I don't know.
Ion.
Yeah.
That's-
Which ion's already a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen Z has created a new language, which is actually really interesting, because this is the future. This is literally
This
the
literally
future.
is the future.
Because
yeah.
we no longer we talk through images now, over the internet, memeing.
We
meme.
sounds like too many people.
No, dude, you have no idea.
I don't communicate that way.
No, if you're on the internet,
I just stand by and I watch them. They're actually kind of funny sometimes. So
those memes really are a language of their own, aren't they?
yeah,
You see them and you feel everything about it.
Oh my god.
So there's a lot of information going on, right? So think of it like this. What if somebody just spoke to you through images, through memes? You'd probably understand everything.
I wouldn't respond.
No, but right.
I would not respond.
But you would probably understand everything they're saying to you, which is really interesting because it's like it's like a universal language to meme something.
I don't know if it was. I don't know from where, because I want to say the New York Times wrote this, but I also don't want to.
I think you might be right. I might have seen the same one. It might have been the New Yorker?
No, it was talking about. It was an article talking about how this generation was a writing generation. Like they were writers because of that same thing, that they were able to communicate a certain idea through just a simple like emoji or a simple picture, and it would be the equivalent of somebody writing like a paragraph.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's why they call this. Do I agree with that? Maybe. The only reason why is because it's true, like you said. David. I think if somebody sent me like a whole bunch of pictures, I'd be like, that'd be true.
Yes, it'd
be like that.
It'd be like that. And why is sign language not taught in schools? Sign language is universal, dog. Like you don't have to speak. You don't have to know. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Sign language is all the same. Like something like I forgot what the fuck that means. Like thank you or something.
Just watch it because you're gonna be insulted.
I'm insulting somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was about to. Okay, look. So yeah, that is interesting. I like where we're going, and with Neuralink coming out.
Okay, this is not.
Yeah, like
this is,
this
let
guy
me tell you
just-
something. Until they provide some kind of money, we are not sponsored. We're not promoting Neuralink.
I'm a shill for Neuralink. I want one in my brain, just for the fuck of it. Sorry, just not just for the fuck of it. Honestly, like I think it's interesting. I think it's cool to be able to save your dreams, everything. You'll be able to save it, and I could like show
So
you.
that shit glitches out and then it just has you kicking shit for no reason.
I
huh?
know, right?
Or
Mhm.
you finally give the government what they want,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
is to have mindless robots,
Right,
essential,
just-
but they're actual people.
That
Yeah.
is already happening. We've got
Yes, there's a lot of. We're almost there. We're literally just. That's I think Neuralink having some kind of technology fused with our brain and nervous system
yes.
is what we're waiting. That once that happens, that's it.
I do think so. I do.
That
agree
is,
with you.
and
The
we
trend-
did it to ourselves. I just want like, if this podcast
Mhm.
somehow survives the apocalypse, I want it to be marked that we called it, or at least I called it.
Yeah,
that
yeah, you called
that
it.
was it.
The trans
That's-
movement,
The
the transhumanist.
Oh,
yeah, I was
Now
like,
we're
what?
talking
Yeah,
about
you my brain went completely right where you said trans.
You see, because they got you, right? Right, because it's like discriminatory to not use people's proper fucking pronouns and shit.
that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what were we talking about? Presents?
Yeah, we're talking about presents,
Yeah.
gifts,
No, yeah,
wrapping.
I had heard something on actually Instagram where this woman. I'm trying not to use female as much.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to
You
be
don't
more
wanna-
respectful to women.
Yeah.
It is a
It's
good.
not to me. I don't
It
think
is
it's
a
a
holiday.
disrespect. It was just.
I don't think saying females a disrespect.
It's a gender, male
Women
and
do
female.
find
Yeah.
when I've been told by women that they don't like being called female.
And it's funny
Yes.
because I've asked women, I know, and none of them. They're like, no. That's like, I get it that it is sometimes used as a kind of almost derogatory way
Yeah.
of saying that
That
fucking
woman.
female
That
over
fucking
there.
female.
But okay, so I heard a woman say that they should normalize giving
Mm-hmm.
essentially hand-me-downs, like
Hand-me-downs?
already used things. So if you go to like Goodwill
Oh, right.
and stuff that's already used as gifts, because it doesn't matter if you buy something that's like name brand or anything like that, like something that's new.
Mhm.
It's essentially the thought that counts.
Correct.
Right?
Mhm.
Correct.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with this.
A used gift.
A used gift.
A used
Because
gift.
I think that's
interesting.
just unless you're like, especially now, you're hurting for money, right?
Yeah.
You can't. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But there's something to me about just giving somebody something that's already used.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if somebody gave me a gift last year
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I really didn't use it. I know who can use it. I'm gonna give it to them.
Interesting.
That's like,
Yes.
I mean, unless
That is very thoughtful.
it's thoughtful,
That is
but
very thoughtful.
there's something about
Yeah.
that really does bother me though, because it's
Interesting.
almost that
Like you don't care.
I don't want to use that term. Essentially, when someone gives you something and you gift it back
What
to
is that?
somebody else.
What does that mean? What did they call it in the office? Elephant game or something?
Mm.
Oh, that was
Pick and choose?
like
Pick and choose.
White Christmas or like
They're like, oh, we can pick.
White Elephant or something like
Yeah,
that.
White Elephant.
Yankee Swap. I think
Yes,
was
you
the
can
Something
one.
like
somebody,
that,
yeah.
and they swapped gifts with each other.
Mhm.
We actually did that at I think it's White Elephant. We did
Yeah,
that. At
it's
a
called
company
different.
party.
I think depends what
Yeah.
culture you're in.
Yeah,
It's just
like,
called differently.
I think
Yeah.
you pull a number and then the person gets a gift, and then you have a choice between keeping it or exchanging it
Exchanging it for
with
something, yeah.
another person's gift.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that scenario, they all bought gifts specifically
Mm-hmm.
for the person that they were.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
Secret
kind of
Santa. So
Oh,
to do
okay.
that, it's kind of like if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just bought a whole bunch of presents, like
Mhm.
just generically, like they didn't care who it was gonna go to. I can see why that's like acceptable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense because at a company, I mean, unless you really know the people you're working with, which a lot of people don't,
Mm-hmm.
Which is just
it's
a
kind of
shame.
hard to get something thoughtful for them. So you just eat I saw a lot of people gift is alcohol,
It's like the
gift
go-to thing
yeah,
to do,
gift
yeah.
cards or like little like
Little trinkets, little.
Yeah, like small trinkets for the desk, for their
Yeah.
like desk or something like that. But that's really it. Like, and really thoughtful gifts, unless like they were friends outside of work. Like, it's really rare to get a.
I would buy somebody
gift
something like I would buy somebody something like really expensive just for the fuck of it. See what they say. I'd probably buy them like a gun or something. Like something.
That's.
Like I would want to see what they would say. Like they'd be like, "Oh shit, you bought me a gun!" Like what the fuck? Like that's cool. Thank you for the gun. I'd be, what if someone gave you a gun?
Someone gave me a gun that I just kind of just worked with. Like
Yes.
there's no history there. I'd be fucking worried.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Have you
That's
guys
true.
watched
Why are you
Hannibal?
giving me a
gun,
fucking
yeah.
weapon?
I don't. That's how the
Oh.
Joker started. I forgot. Right? Remember when he? Gets
Oh
the gun?
yeah. He asked for
His
the-
buddy from work. He didn't ask for it, but he's like, "Hey, you gotta protect yourself out there."
Yeah.
The chubby guy, the balding guy.
Because he
Is it
had got
to
him
Joaquin
beaten up.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was like, which Joker are we talking
Yeah,
about? Okay,
he
yeah,
visits
yeah.
to Joaquin Phoenix, and he's like, "Here's a gun." Yeah, you're right. No, that would be really weird. If you know, it'd be even weirder if you got your initials on the gun.
No shit.
That would be weird, right? Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh."
That would just add to the
That's
fact that he
almost
gave
like
you
when
a gun.
people do the
I-
whole initial of a jewelry and give it to people.
Mhm. I assume he wants me to go
You know what I'm talking
shooting
about?
this
Yeah,
person. Yeah.
That's some voodoo shit. I'm
Nah, I
taking
don't know
that.
about that.
I'm taking that. I don't
Voodoo
know
shit?
what-
Nah, you believe in
Some
curses and
dons?
stuff?
Yeah, hell yeah, I
You
do.
believe in curses?
Absolutely.
You know
I
somebody
think
who's cursed?
Hispanic people are
I've heard
more
stories.
inclined
What'd you
to
hear? Tell
believe
me
in
a
that
story
stuff.
about a cursed person.
My cousin.
But in a
Oh.
jolly way.
In a
It's-
jolly way,
'cause this
yeah.
is a
In a
Christmas
jolly,
episode.
jolly.
Yeah, if she didn't die, then it's good.
Oh, she didn't die, but it's
Mazel
just
tov.
bad luck.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
no,
it's
it's just bad luck. She's
Oh, it's
just
just bad
having a streak of just bad luck. It's as soon as she feels like she's getting a win, it just kind of comes tumbling down, and no way.
I
of
wonder what it
advancing
feels
now.
like. I bet it's an experience to be cursed. To be
Yeah, I know,
hexed.
but some of them don't
It's an
even
experience,
feel,
but I don't think it's an experience that you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
And even
Maybe.
unless you actually know that you're cursed, you're probably just thinking it's part of life,
Probably, yeah. It's like the strings that all connect us are probably like tangled. A veces. A veces.
Yeah, probably.
I don't
There's
know,
some
'cause-
shady people out there. I believe in karma. The same thing with karma. If you're a shady person in the past, I feel like it'll come back. Yeah, some karma will come
What
back.
you guys
again.
heard about? Because do you guys believe in reincarnation?
Do I believe? No, I don't.
Because that's how karma kind of works, right?
Yeah,
Comes back and
But it's
Back
kind
into
of
circle.
yeah, it's a
'cause
circle.
it's
of
like
life.
what do people say? Like, you know how? Well, if you remember this, you have really good memory. But when you're born, they say you see a light, right? Because it's you coming into the world, coming out of the
I feel like I'm
womb.
looking right into the
Yeah,
light
the-
right now.
the lady's part, right?
The womb.
And then when you die, they tell you go towards the light.
Son of a bitch. What the fuck? Did we just figure out reincarnation?
I didn't figure it out. I'll just say I
You know
heard
what?
it.
You know how they say there's a light at the end of the tunnel?
That's
Yeah.
the light.
That's another fucking.
You just come back.
That's
Yeah.
another fucking train.
Just
coming.
kind of just rewind a bit.
Yeah, because most
Or not
like some
rewind.
people obviously like that believe in God
Uh-huh.
say that it's it's heaven, it's him calling you back.
Yeah,
Imagine he just like really didn't like you, and then he's like called you back just to throw you back.
Just
in.
to throw you
He's like,
back
you know
in.
what? I actually
You're gonna
psycho you right
Yeah,
back.
What if like reincarnation is like the recycle of heaven, right? You know how? What if there are like too many souls up there, and God is like, okay, well, we need to do our part because hell, has a soul problem. We have a soul problem. We should recycle some back into
just
the
put them back on
population,
Earth.
right? Yeah. So like the people who lived semi okay life, they get recycled. The people who lived normal lives, they're good. The ones who live bad go that way. And the same thing, the ones who live regular as lives.
Yeah, but because I think it's a little flawed, right? Because heaven has been like painted with like clouds, right? So you would think logically,
Logically.
if you guys have traveled,
I've been in the
you
clouds.
might have seen, like you
You're
see
above
the
the
clouds, you
clouds.
might have seen someone like an angel just look at you and kind of like sneak away or something, right?
Yeah.
Also, if it is in the clouds, right, and it maybe fucking like have that, the like in the Avengers, how they have that stealth mode.
Oh, the invisibility.
right?
Oh yeah,
Even if
For
they
sure
do
stealthy.
have that,
Yeah.
you would have to think that they would run out eventually out of room up there if it all takes place like above
in the
Earth?
sky. Yeah.
In the clouds.
in the clouds.
Yeah.
How many people have died? I mean, you're running out of room.
That's why they recycle.
To where I think maybe
That's
maybe
what the
that's
recycle
where
program comes in.
reincarnation came, and it's like we just don't have enough room.
Holy
we just don't
shit.
have enough room.
That makes a lot of sense.
We're taking up too much
And do
space.
you think like maybe
Uh-huh.
both God and like the devil are
They're
kind of
working
doing
together.
like they're working together.
They're
Like,
gonna work-
can
they're gonna work
you
together.
have? Do you have
They gotta
space up there, or
compromise.
does he need to come down here?
Yeah.
Can we have a room
Yeah.
for him down there?
I feel like they have to
If-
compromise. They gotta work together at some.
Because I would
point.
think
Like,
that's a
see,
smaller
if-
place.
And that's the thing. Like, if it wasn't so complicated, I'd be more religious.
maybe we're the
Like, 'cause
middle
I grew
ground.
Up, I grew up Catholic, and in some ways, I think like, well, what is it? They believe that the Virgin Mary is like the holiest, right? Because she gave birth to the Son of God, right? The one and only, as far as we know.
Well, I mean, we're all God's creatures.
We
so-
are all God's creatures. That is true.
His face as he
That
says.
is true. I mean, what are you gonna do? We all come from one mother, right? Technically speaking, we're all.
Did you guys ever do the, you know how tradition around this time, it's like you do the posada, isn't it?
Yes.
Where you go
Yeah.
from house to house, just like the Virgin Mary did.
Correct.
Did you guys ever do that?
Never.
I did maybe once as a kid. You know what? No, I don't think I did. I don't see. I just never really participated in Catholic like tradition.
hmm
I just prayed a lot in Spanish, but
That
not
was
in
your problem. You should have done it in English.
God is probably an English person. He's got an English accent.
You think he's British?
He's got to be British. Yeah, and he's probably like really good looking. Because God is not ugly. You think God would be ugly?
No, he's.
You know how they
handsome.
depict him as like an old person?
Yeah.
He's handsome.
You think he's handsome? What do you think he looks like?
Handsome.
Handsome? What is
Chisel-
If
it?
you gotta
chiseled
choose,
jaw.
yeah, if you choose to like be alive forever, to be an immortal, like you're not really gonna be looking. You're
Yeah.
not gonna age like that.
And you're living off the land. You're gonna have nice skin. You're eating fruit a lot.
You're
You're eating
living off the
vegetable.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Living off the clouds.
Living off the land, I mean.
Yeah, no, no, God's got to be a good looking person. Because
Like
if he
angel
wasn't,
cake?
I would. What's up?
Huh?
Angel cake,
Angel cake, yeah, angel cake.
Yeah.
not
Whatever.
devil's food.
No.
Devil's food. What is it? Devil's chocolate or something? Devil's chocolate. Is that
No,
what that
that's
is?
it's
It's a
cake.
chocolate cake.
It's the cake mix.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is a
yeah.
cake mix. What is it? Betty Crocker.
No, it's called. I believe the brand is devil's food.
Yeah, I think
Devil's
it is
food?
devil's
Oh,
food.
it is just chocolate cake. Yeah.
So like for Thanksgiving, it's kind of tradition to have
Turkey.
like the turkey, right? You have
Ham,
the
turkey,
sides. You got
nice.
the.
Mashed
I
potato.
don't know. I actually went like 2-3 years ago to like another family's house, and they had like the sweet potato with the marshmallows. Have you guys seen those? They got
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
I haven't
Yes.
seen that.
That's
Yeah.
delicious.
I've
collard
never had-
greens.
They're
That's
not
bomb.
that
There's
good.
some people that don't know what
I
they.
love collard greens.
I don't like collard greens. Just
Yeah, I'm not a
Almost
big.
same,
I'm just because in
for
vegetables,
the
I'm not a
record,
big
I don't
one.
like collard
Yeah.
greens. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, let's mark that down.
Yeah.
Um,
Cauliflower and broccoli.
do they have that for things? Because I know mac and cheese.
Yeah, mac and
Obviously.
cheese.
Any kind of roasted
Mashed
vegetable.
potatoes.
Mashed potatoes with
Yeah, any kind
gravy.
of roasted vegetable.
Made from scratch.
Made from
Um,
scratch.
What's not made from scratch that's
Yeah.
now becoming like very popular is the Hawaiian bread.
Oh yeah, you
The
only get
rolls?
Hawaiian bread. That's a staple though. You don't go out and make your own bread. You get Hawaiian bread.
Which apparently you can bake them. They just bake them.
Bake them.
Like you
Oh.
get them from the store and you bake them.
Or you
Just
actually,
for us, you have to get them right.
yeah, you
You,
gotta
have to get them right because not they go like they burn or they go
Probably
too
get
hard.
stale,
or,
yeah.
Well, they're really gentle. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
really.
they're like clouds.
They
Yeah.
are bundles of joy. They're really good. I could eat a whole. I could fuck up a whole bag, but I wouldn't.
I
So
could
for
fuck
like
up a couple
Christmas,
bags,
there's
bro.
not a lot like. What's like to me? It's tamales, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of like
With what's it called? They call it pirujo,
What is that?
or bolillo. It's the bread that we used to eat
Oh,
tamales with. I don't know what you guys call it.
Bichotes,
That's what you call it,
something
pichota.
like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're
I feel
the
like all this
bolillo
is
bread.
made up.
No,
No,
these are
yeah.
what they call the bread. Like,
And,
I'm sure that's
yeah.
what they call it in Guatemala. What did you say?
Well, they have different ones. They have pirujo and bolillo. I know pirujo in some
Yeah.
countries is a really bad term or something like that.
I
Or a
don't
bad
know.
word, but
Well, I doubt anybody from that country is listening.
From any country.
Other
Yeah,
than the
for
great, yeah. Anyways,
these are the great, the great what?
the great planet Earth. No, yeah. For me, I'm just thinking about like making some kind of stew. I think that's like what really Christmas to me.
Stew.
Yeah, some kind of like something
Some
fire.
punch, some
Because you know what it
punch.
is? It's like because
Some punch.
stew is something you can share with people, right? You grab a bowl, you pack it, you spark it. No, but everybody grabs it. Like everybody gets a bowl and like maybe some tortilla or some kind of caldo, like just something warm, right? I just think of something like hearty with like chunks of vegetable and some kind of meat. You know, res, right?
Un caldito de pollo, un caldito de...
Oh yeah, yeah.
Caldo
So
de
like
res,
yeah, like
some
chicken
kind of
broth
birria. Like
and
if
all
I had
that.
known, I
Yeah.
should have ordered some. I know a guy who makes really good birria. Right? I could order it as an olla.
What is that?
Birria? Okay,
Yeah.
birria is a traditional Mexican stew.
Mm-hmm.
And the meat that's traditionally used is chivo, which is goat meat. Right? It's really lean, by the way, for all you non-meaters. And it's really good. It's honestly like the best things Mexicans have ever invented. That and like perfecting the tortilla. And,
You think somebody made it,
Uh-huh.
the tortilla, and then Mexicans were like, no, this is not how you do
Yeah,
it.
this is a
They
tortilla.
got different kinds of naan bread, right? And shit like that. Naan
Naan
is
No, I know what naan bread is,
Yeah.
but you're saying Mexican have different
Uh-huh.
naan bread?
No,
I didn't know they had...
No, a tortilla is all the same. It's just maize or flour.
Or flour, yeah.
Or flour.
So it's not all the same.
I mean, yeah, if it's either flour, it's just flour or maize, right? It's just one or the other. But the birria is just this stew, right? And it's made throughout the day. The chiles and everything. It's got. Like,
I think that's the problem that I have with like stews, like chili. Like I like chili,
Mhm.
but it just takes
Too
like
long
all
to
those things just take so long to.
It's worth it. It's something I think I want to learn to make because it is something that you can use to bring people together. It's really good. I mean that, and besides other things, it's a really good traditional thing to make for a lot of people, and you don't have to worry about portioning because, you know, it's just really delicious. One thing else I want to learn to make is atol, right? It's like a
It's
Yeah.
difficult to make though because
is it?
you can, from what I understand, is a word called cutting it, or in Spanish it's called se cortó, where you kind of like. My dad had this whole system about where no one was allowed to go into the kitchen when he was making that,
Interesting.
simply because there was something that he felt like
It was the bad vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes. Basically, what in his words, and 2020 words, bad vibes, and the process of people being in the kitchen while you cooked.
That's true.
And he would call like se cortó, like it came out bad. You know, someone
I believe that.
people came in like something came out right and threw it off, and it's a bad batch. We can't drink it, and you couldn't, like, it was not drinkable at all. Like you would try it, it was bad.
Interesting.
And like,
Maybe he's just not good at making it.
or that, yeah, maybe he's just not good at making it.
Because that's what I would do. If I fucked it up, I'd be like, nah, it's y'all bad vibes.
Yeah, y'all bad vibes.
Y'all came in with that mess.
You want to drink this? That's on you.
That's on you.
That's
Yeah.
what this is the karma you had all year.
Yeah.
Did you want to drink it?
Drink your karma.
Yeah. No, I do believe that like when you make food, you gotta, if you make it with love or if you're not in a good mood, it shows in the food. I do believe that like it just shows up in some ways. Like, I mean, it's not like this fucking superstitious thing to think that like if you're not in a good mood and you're doing something, it's gonna come out good, right?
Well, it's the same thing as kind of like eating sometimes and not being in a good mood, or it just might not taste as good as if you were in a
I don't know about
good
that.
mood. I mean,
A
I don't
hungry
know.
man- a
All
hungry
this
man
stuff
doesn't-
is what they tell people so they can be in a good mood.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
yeah.
stop being depressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Because
stop.
if not, you won't be able to eat good. It's
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, and they're like, oh, I'm not hungry. It's like, you have to eat. Yeah, don't be like, don't starve yourself. But yeah, and see, that's just all I think about when I think of the holidays, food. I don't really think about anything else now.
That's true.
Typically speaking, like, Hispanics celebrate on the eve, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of the way it's. Okay, you need to clear that up.
Sorry,
Uh,
it's a smoker's cough, not what you think.
Yeah, you're worrying everybody. Yeah, and like in the difference in culture is like the 24th is very special for. In Hispanic cultures, like that's the day that people
The
celebrate.
family gets together,
Yeah,
tamales
'cause
go around.
The 25th is just kind of a day where you just sit back.
Mhm.
You really don't do shit.
It's like a Sunday.
We didn't grow up with presents, so
Mm.
I wasn't worried about getting presents.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of because
Yeah.
even our gift exchange, I don't even think we do it. What day do we usually do it? Like
Whenever we're all free.
that's actually true. It actually ends up whenever we're all lined up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Fucking Nick and Jose walk in, right? They hadn't seen the place, right, since I
Oh,
left.
yeah.
And,
Yeah, because if anybody's noticed, we got the tree in the back.
right, we got a tree. You know.
Did you talk about the records and everything? Or?
No, well, they can see it. Just a funny story about this cabinet. I know it's a little difficult to see. This was given to me by my friend.
I think for a Christmas present,
As a
right?
gift. Right?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was a gift. It was a gift. No, I know.
How long ago?
It's been a year since he gave it to me. I know you're thinking, well, it's been a year. You have it right there. It hasn't always been there. I had it still in the box in the closet for the whole year. No, I didn't build it due to the fact that like I was trying to remodel the place, trying to get some new furniture.
Come on, don't lie to the couple of subscribers that we have. Be honest.
I would have built it.
At least be honest with
didn't
the
want
couple
to.
people that are watching
And I
it.
didn't want to build it right away because I was like, if I build it, I'm gonna have to make sure I have it.
It
somewhere.
doesn't take anybody over a year to
Dude,
build.
how long did it-
And it only took us like
How long
what?
did it take us to knock it out? Like 10 minutes.
Was it anything like this IKEA thing we bought?
No, this was more difficult
This is
than
more
the.
difficult?
Yeah, this is a
absolutely
lot
was
more difficult than that.
So, yeah, so that's that. This is what this looks like. It's nice. Unfortunately, like it looks nice, but you can't see all of it. So we'll figure out a way to make it look somehow nicer.
So I hope Jose is watching. So
Oh,
that
so
he
like-
knows.
So he comes over and he looks at it. He's like, "Oh my God, you built it!" I'm like, "No, I built it." My buddies built it while I was off on my sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
I was off on my sabbatical, and Nick is like, "Oh shit, that shit looks nice." Jose's like, "I'm never ever fucking buying you anything that you have to build. You have to build, ever." I thought it was hilarious, and then they got mad at me because they saw the gifts under the tree, and I'm like, "Oh, it's not." I'm like, "They're just props." It was because I didn't want to. I was like, "Oh, I don't know." They were here when I got here, so I was just like, I didn't even touch them. So I was like, "Oh, I don't care. I just like leave them alone." And they're like, "Oh my God, look at this guy. He's got all these gifts for everybody." I'm like, no, I wouldn't worry about them. They're just there for looks. They're just
For the
props.
aesthetics.
For the aesthetics.
For the ambiance.
Jose sits down and he picks one of them up. He picks up one of the heavy ones. He's like, "What the fuck? This is not a fucking prop. This is an actual gift." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Just leave them there. I don't know. They're just there." But yeah, I was surprised after I returned. I saw the tree. I was like, "Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was gonna be."
That's what she said.
That's exactly what. Yeah, that's literally the first thing that comes to mind. I was like, "Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought," because I was like, "Oh, something small, not too intrusive." But it came out looking really nice, and so did the lights and everything, and the vinyl up on the wall. I know that like in the shot we cover most of it, but in the intro you get to see a good shot of the back, which is really nice. Good Christmas movies, Die Hard.
You think Die Hard is a good Christmas movie?
Yeah, Home Alone.
Okay. What are you talking about? They're not even in the same. Home Alone, I agree
I
with
like
you.
Home Alone. I used to like Home Alone. I don't like it anymore because Joe Pesci's in it. Joe Pesci
Yeah.
I like, but I don't like him being a petty criminal. Right, because he always plays big bad gangsters.
But it's a role.
Right. Actually, there's another role I really liked him in, and he's not a big bad gangster. He's a lawyer. My Cousin Vinny. Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
I do know what movie you're talking about.
That movie is dope. He plays a lawyer, and his girlfriend she's got that accent, that Fran accent.
Yeah.
She's the girlfriend. Fuck. Who is she? She's somebody.
I'm gonna
Joe
stop you right
Pesci.
there, though.
That was not right there.
Because you're going off. So because Christmas movies
Yeah.
are almost something that you keep in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really something that you legit sit down like.
You guys legit watch Christmas movies?
No, I have not watched a Christmas movie in a really long time. Because it's all the stuff like they'll play them in almost every channel.
Yeah.
But they're just kind of in the
Like
back.
Grinch
They're not
and all
really
those,
like.
yeah.
It's something that you're playing while like cooking or
While the kids are playing in the living
doing
room.
some
It's something
shit.
you play. Yeah.
Like Elf. I know you haven't seen it with Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. It's just because I wasn't
Fucking
A big fan.
The Grinch.
The
Classic.
Grinch, yeah,
With-
it's a classic.
both the
The-
animated
the-
and Jim Carrey. Jim
The
Carrey is
Carrey
just
Jim-
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
amazing, all around.
Star Wars are technically Christmas movies.
Okay,
Because they come out.
because they come out doesn't mean
the
it's like
Christmas
saying
Eve.
that Wonder Woman that's coming
Yeah.
out on Christmas Day is a Christmas
They were
movie.
showing it at the sabbatical.
They were showing it as a
Sabbatical?
sabbatical.
Yeah, they were showing it because it released while I was there.
Did it make you feel empowered, or what were they showing it for?
Did you find yourself watching
I wanted
that
to go.
movie?
I wanted to go watch it, but no, I didn't find the time to. But it was shown.
Well, it releases on HBO Max, so I'm gonna see
Oh
it.
shit! Do you have the Max?
I may or may not
Come on, let's watch
have.
it. Let's watch it
Yeah.
tomorrow. Let's watch it tomorrow.
It releases on the 25th, I believe.
Oh, we have to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
after tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to watch it. I forgot that they are doing that.
Yeah.
That is sick, bro.
Well, I mean, what are they gonna? What else can they do?
Can't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Dude, that is incredible that we get to watch.
weren't you supposed to open up the movie theaters? Like,
No, they closed them again immediately.
oh.
Yeah, they.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like there was no wait between.
They were putting up the like we're open now,
Yeah.
and the guy behind them
It's
was
coming
like,
up, we're closed.
It just feels like everything feels like a Simpsons episode, right?
I know a lot
Yeah.
of people are calling back to those like episodes that they called a lot of these things, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
I think
people just find anything to link
Yeah.
anything that's going on in right now.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious that the way we, like, I went to the mall the other day, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, the malls are open, but they don't allow.
Malls are open.
They're not gonna open the LAUSD, the Los Angeles Unified School District, in the spring. They're gonna keep them closed.
Holidays
and
are
stay-
more important.
And I have never, and I'm a big, like, guy on like early education and shit, and online schooling at a young age is not the way to go because you have to supplement this sort of teaching moments with teachers between teachers and students.
Kids can manage their time.
No,
that's
I'm
the
not saying
thing.
that you can't. That's not it. The thing is, it's like I know that kids need guidance as a kid. Like you're not
Yeah.
doing shit on your own. You're not a responsible adult yet, or like you don't have the decision making to say, "Oh, I'm gonna take myself to school and I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention and learning the material." Now, I'm like, okay, they're not gonna open up schools. They're gonna have to stick to fucking being online. I go to the mall and I'm looking around and I'm like, there are so many fucking people here. Like, it's like a regular ass fucking day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other shit that's open. I'm like, this is essential, but schools are not. And like it's crazy to me. Like there are people waiting in line to get in.
Yeah, Christmas shopping was basically hasn't, at least here, like my experience hasn't changed a lot. Like you would think that Christmas shopping would now be okay. You're gonna get everything online.
Yeah, that's
Which
what I would assume.
People are getting stuff online. Like that's not, but no, like the
More than
majority
ever,
is
yeah.
like still, yeah, there are lines
Yeah.
waiting to get in these stores. There are people still getting things and going to the malls and
Yeah.
and for Christmas presents stuff like that. And you would think that during this time
Yeah.
it would have slowed down, but it really isn't.
No, it actually
and,
surged.
And what we
because-
know about it, it's like the transfer rate between children is like really low, if not none. And on top of all that, it's like, okay, we have children that are going to be remote learning. Now, that assumes that everybody has a laptop, everybody has reliable internet, and it's really strange to me like that. It's been 9 months and we haven't figured out a plan to get everybody back.
But yeah, outlet
to
stores can
normal.
be open. Like the mall is completely open. I was there yesterday to pick up an item, and just in one store, it's completely packed. The line's going out the store, and like the pickup line for just items and boxes is completely no line. There's no line there, but there's a line for people just waiting to purchase stuff, and they're not 6 feet apart. Just
No.
yeah.
Right,
They're not.
It goes out the
Just if
window.
we want to
'cause when
bring
you
that
start-
up at
it's
all.
right. You start shopping and you're walking in the aisles, but
You're
there
bumping
are
into
no,
shoulders.
You get tunnel
Yeah.
vision. You forget
It's-
everything
It's
once
like
you're in
yeah,
there.
like you're
People
out-
forget they even have to have a mask on. They have it halfway
or you're
down.
walking through the mall and it's like obviously you're walking past people, but when you're waiting in line, you're at a distance, which is okay. You're fine, whatever. But for me, I see it as like, okay, there are less people around. Less people means like there's more space for people who do choose to come. Now, there's just a lot of fucking people in California. Just a lot of people.
Yeah, there is.
It's really backwards. It doesn't seem right to me that schools are closed, but you can go to the mall.
They said that was
you could go to school at the mall.
The thing is,
you can take your laptop to the mall. They have free Wi-Fi there.
The thing is, you can spend the little money that the government is giving you as much as you want, but you can't educate yourself educate your kids.
What we really want is healthcare for everybody during the pandemic. That's the whole idea. Everybody needs the right to go to the doctor if something happens and say, okay, I need some help. Yeah. That or get buried in a bill of hospital like that.
Agreed.
Again, the idea is that everybody has the right to go to the doctor and say, okay, I have a headache. They're like, okay, we'll see you, and we're not going to charge you anything for
without getting too far into this. But I mean, you got to think we can't support that.
Yeah.
Like we don't have enough. I mean, how many like a couple weeks ago they said they were already up max capacity for most of these hospitals. So you're gonna allow just anybody to go in for any. If your thought is like, he has a headache or whatever, and go to the hospital, you're wasting people's time.
And here's the thing: a lot of people will go to the emergency room because they have a headache. Mm-hmm. Why are you in the emergency room for a headache? Or you already took Advil, you already took whatever you need to take. It's still not an emergency. You have a headache.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but
and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so easy for us to, on the other end, say like, no, why can't doctors see us for everything? Why can't they see everyone? And it's like, because they don't have enough staff.
The hospitals aren't designed to have that much, or the ones we have at the moment aren't. They can't support the amount of people that wouldn't want to be in the hospital and be checked.
Yeah, I think like
the doctors work 12, 13-hour shifts. They work long shifts.
Sure, there's drawbacks to that stuff too, like just there not being enough room for everybody, but yeah, it's just weird. We're ending the year, and I feel like everybody's thinking that once the New Year's hits, and then Biden is inaugurated, that things are just gonna sort of go back to normal. Yeah. I think.
For a lot of people, that was a very good present, having Trump out of the office.
Yeah, that's actually a present for a lot of people in itself.
There are a lot of people who are happy.
So save your money. Enjoy that present. Save your money.
Save your money. Save your money. Enjoy that present. And
I'm happy for them that they're not, shouting at the top of their lungs anymore. They've got what they wanted. Trump is on his way out. But he's tweeting every other 15 minutes that he's not leaving or going anywhere. It's hilarious. I would love to see him on the WWE. Has he ever been?
Yes.
Yeah, he has actually.
He has?
Yeah.
That's what he talking about.
What's the guy?
2000.
He came out with the owner
or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's what's up. You see what I'm saying?
He was on the ring with Vince McMahon or something like that.
The president is a wrestler. Right?
Earlier thing. No, he didn't wrestle.
Yeah, he didn't wrestle.
No,
I gotta look this up. That seems pretty.
Look at him.
He was in the ring. He was wearing his whole, his whole suit and everything. He was in wrestling.
I'm gonna have to look into it. But yeah, no, I hear people say, "Oh, I'm so done with 2020." I don't care.
Okay.
I don't really. It didn't really affect me in the ways that most people portray it to have hit them, right? Like people feel like they're going through something, like they're going through some kind of midlife crisis because of this year.
But all they're doing, they're chilling at home.
That's what some people who take it seriously.
If you think about it, that's what kind of Christmas is all about, though. Spending it at home
with your family,
with your family, and enjoying your loved ones.
But you might accidentally kill them if you
might. That's why a lot of people are not traveling to their family. But like, that's the whole spirit of like Christmas. So honestly,
no
like people stay. No, I mean, like for some people, they're already with their families, right? And if not, well,
yes,
it is what it is.
They
do have like, it's not like before where we didn't have a way to. We didn't have Zoom. We didn't have FaceTime. We didn't have any of those things where it's like we were sending letters.
True.
And barely any text messages, but we would call
That's a
or
good
something
point,
like that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it's like, yes, you can be away from each other, but at the same time, you can still like FaceTime and be kind of together.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I panic when my Tinder match is not like responding to me like right away. It's like, what the fuck? Are you writing a letter or some shit? Like you sending a raven? Like sending an owl or some shit? I'm like, what the fuck? Hurry up. No, yeah, I get it. Like it's we live in a very strange time. I'm very grateful for being having reincarnated in this
Just
era.
getting recycled.
No, just
Getting recycled.
Getting recycled. Yes, I'm happy that I'm back from my previous life.
I know. I'm pretty sure in your other life, God saw your soul and was like, "This is
Let's
going
give him
straight to
another
the bin."
chance. Yeah, let's give him another chance. Let's roll it again.
Just try one more
And now
time.
he's watching you and is like, "I'm gonna have to do it again."
Wouldn't it be cool if you could remember?
Third
your past
time's a
lives?
charm.
Who knows if it was my.
Oh,
this is
yeah,
my third time.
actually, yeah,
Who
this
knows
is
if
it.
this is my third time? Yeah, no, for sure. I don't feel. I don't know. Christmas for me sort of like stopped being a traditional thing for me a while ago. I don't know about you.
I haven't celebrated Christmas in like
Like
3-4
maybe when
years.
if I get a family of my own, it'll be a thing. I gotta make sure my kids grow up.
I think for me, the
Doing
most
anything.
thing, I think my parents, I mean, as any parents, I think do it for their children,
Mhm.
mainly because, I mean, now that I'm older, like, I don't really celebrate it like that. And if I do, my way of celebrating is spending it with family.
Mhm.
That's just really it. All the gifts and stuff is just like a plus on everything.
Mhm.
Like, I've been thinking a lot, like, I've been trying to spend a lot of time with family, like,
Mhm.
sisters and stuff like that, like, you know, they live with me and everything, but
Mhm.
I rarely talk to them, you know?
Mhm.
Just trying to spend more time with family and overall with people that I love.
Mhm. That's good.
That's just it.
And that's a good message.
That is a good
Yeah,
message.
that's
Yes.
2020 has taught me a lot, you know. Has its up and down, but at the end of the day, family and friends are usually pretty consistent if you have the right ones.
Yeah, and the closer you are together, the more likely you are to kill each other.
Yeah. But then the
with
next
COVID.
day, yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Again, this is a jolly episode.
Yeah.
A jolly episode.
But we have to make sure that we remind you that if you're not staying safe, you're taking a risk.
Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah. Just stay safe.
Take
Take care of
risks.
yourself. You know?
Yeah, no, yes, do please actually take care of yourself.
Yeah, like
do
what
actually
the hell? Take care
like,
of yourself.
We're talking about like your immune system. We're talking about
Because if
like,
we don't reincarnate, you only got that life you're living right now, man.
yeah, and make sure you eat your vegetables. Like
And if you're not gonna eat vegetables, take some vitamins.
yeah, and if you're not gonna take your vitamins, just
Stay the fuck home.
or just don't eat.
Or don't.
Y si no quieres- si no vas a comer, you're not gonna eat.
But we hope everybody, has some good holidays, enjoys Christmas for the
Yeah,
in the actual spirit
yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, if we hit 1 million followers, we will adopt a family. We will
Oh.
adopt a family, right?
If
You
that
heard it here
happens,
first.
they're staying with David.
Yeah.
Just make that clear.
If
They actually could stay in this studio.
no, I looked into it. The adopt a family thing. You sponsor them, right? You give them toys, food, everything you can for the holidays. It's just something. It would be something nice to do, right?
It would be nice, for the people that actually can give, that have
Yeah.
enough.
Right.
That'd be actually something that would be very helpful.
You know how they just
Yeah.
give free things to people who have a lot of money, who are like really rich and popular?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. They just give them free stuff, right?
I mean, just look at Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
right.
A lot of people without any
Bunch of
kind of talent,
sponsorships,
just
yeah.
given.
Just giving them
Things.
free shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's bitter here. I'm just,
Yeah, we should
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Those
should
things
just-
could be put to better use.
Yes,
By
they
other people.
absolutely can.
Right. Yeah.
By
I
a
was,
snotty nosed kid,
yeah. I was gonna say we should just
rather than a snotty nosed kid.
give
Sorry.
more things to the people who have more, right? Because nobody cares when you give somebody something to someone who has nothing, right? It's
I see your not logic, but I hear what you're saying.
right.
But it is the opposite.
Yeah.
If you can give to the less fortunate, do.
Right.
We should not be giving things to people that already have things.
Yes.
Things.
Things. Yes. So 1 million followers will sponsor a family.
Million final sponsor.
Starting now.
Starting now.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below what you think.
All the buttons.
Yeah,
Names
no,
for the
all
family.
We'll make sure that the family gets everything they need. We should make sure it's Can we? I wonder if we can pick and choose the family.
No.
Because I read the thing. It didn't say.
It just spin the wheel.
Yeah, like they put ethnicity, race, and like.
Well, I think it should be like your real family. You don't get to choose. You are born into what you are born.
That's good. Yes.
Yeah, man, all these people over here want to adopt, choosing their own child,
Yep.
coming from a certain
Yes.
genetic. Come on.
Yes.
Just pick one out of the bunch.
Yes,
Just
they-
throw some in a bucket, just pick it up. in
And
the
God
bin.
is upstairs pissed.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Yeah.
That's yeah. You're not.
Those
He's like,
are
be
their choice.
original. He's
Yeah.
like, be original.
Yeah, you're not picking and choosing here, which is crazy because this already happens. You can already choose your gender for your child.
They can also choose it for themselves, apparently, too. So.
Yeah, can you imagine getting you line up your pregnancy just so you can have your kid in Christmas?
People do that.
Yeah.
People absolutely do that.
It's this weird. It's the weirdest thing. People who it's like the boomer thing to do. I just feel like millennials.
Well, my dad's birthday is on the 31st of December.
What are you trying to say?
Maybe they try to, having him around the end of the year.
Yeah, my sister's
they
is
just-
the 24th of December.
Yeah.
I had that work out for them.
I don't know. I guess good. Okay, no. It
Yeah.
sucks for them because people tie in their
Yeah,
birthday
no, it kinda
presents
sucks.
with their
Yeah.
Christmas, and it's
Yeah.
like all in one. And it's like, no, they should be celebrated
Yeah.
on different days.
Can you imagine being that petty? You're just like, no, I want to make sure I have.
I am. Mine is like what, a week or two from Christmas,
Yeah.
and people still try like, oh, we'll just give you like, no.
It's like the whole month of
There
December.
is- yeah, no, there
Anybody's
is 2
birthday
weeks
who's
apart.
In December, it's like, oh, this is your Christmas
And your birthday
and
gift.
your birthday, and Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays.
Try to roll it in. Oh,
Happy
happy
holidays.
holidays.
Here's your hug for New Year's, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we hope everybody has a Merry Christmas or whatever whatever you
Yes.
celebrate.
A
Happy
jolly
holidays,
Christmas.
So happy holidays, because that is the
Yeah, that's actually,
the actual thing to say.
Yeah, but thanks again, everybody, to tuning in into the RDG show. We will see you guys again soon.
And remember, 1 million subscribers.
We will sponsor a family. I want to remind everybody to please subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter if you can, please. And check us out on all the major listening platforms: Spotify, Google, and what is the third one?
Anchor,
No, the other one.
Apple.
Apple, Google, and Spotify.
And
And
hopefully we start Instagram soon so you guys can see the tree
Mm-hmm.
and a bit more of the background.
if
And make sure to hit the like button if you like the content.
you didn't like it,
Leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
please tell us you didn't like it.
Hit the comment
Please
section and let us know what you think as well,
interact
please.
with the comment section. Like, I've seen somebody you put some stuff down, not the bots, some actual people. The bots are like, "What's up, honey? What's up, daddy? How you doing?" And I'm like, "No, what the fuck?" So please, like, if you do disagree with any one of us, let us know that you disagree with us, even if you're on your couch, high, drunk, whatever.
David's going to be in the comment section replying.
I will. If I will read them. If I think that your comment is interesting enough, I will respond with something witty. But yeah, thanks again. Peace.
Well, that's been another episode of the RDG Show. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and a comment below. Also, hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. You can follow us on Twitter and all audio platforms where podcasts are available. As always, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.